Bring your tactics is a chance for me to play with your tactics. Oh my god. Yes. I play with your tactics. Sometimes I get it right, sometimes I get it wrong. The idea behind it is not to say, yeah, I don't, in a manner of speaking, we are critiquing the tactic, but not in a bad way. We just, certain times, people might think, oh, my tactic isn't creating enough through balls. Why is that the case? Then I'll point out to you that maybe the roles you're using is encouraging wing play, crosses. If you change one or two things here and there, you might get a better result. Two, sometimes during these bring your tactic sessions, I even focus on things like simple things like team talks, shouts. They have play an impact. They have an impact in the game, right? If you're going through a 6 game losing streak, your what you say at halftime makes a lot of sense, because if you're down 2-0, 3-0, right? Go to your players and tell them things like, you know what, guys, just go out there and have fun. If they have been hitting the, like we had that game yesterday, right? Where at halftime we had so many woodworks and so many near misses that we couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. In fact, we had 12 shots and none of them were on target. So I was laughing and laughing and laughing. And then at halftime, I told my boys, hey, you know what? Just go out there and have fun. And what happens? After that losing streak, the boys came out and suddenly the football changed and they started winning the game. So there are plenty of things in this game that might not seem apparent to people. And that's why we do bring your tactics, right? So the link's in chat or now. Okay. And the guys on Discord, I'll play your tactics for the first 45 minutes of the game. And then after that, I'll get involved. Now, for the guys who are coming in and you're not subscribers to the channel, don't worry. I will be looking at a tactic, evaluating a tactic, and I might pick one or two to play. But of course, we won't be playing with all the tactics. Right? The priority is going to be for the guys who are subscribers and guys on Discord. So, welcome to the show. Have fun. Meanwhile, let's talk about Manchester suing the EPL for discrimination against Gulf states. That's gotta be the meme and joke of the year, man. Like, seriously, that's the best you can do after 100 and I don't know. I lost track. How many charges was it against Man City? I'm not an anti-Man City fan, okay? But come on. After a while, you gotta ask yourself a question. Okay, you gotta ask yourself a question. Are you being fair or not? Right? Okay? And if Nottingham Forest and Everton could have those demerit points, okay, for what many deem to be, yeah, okay, they made some mistakes. They put their hands up and they say, yes, we did. So they accepted their punishment. Why can't you just put your hand up and say, yes, we inflated sponsorship deals, we accept our punishment? No, now you're going around telling people, you're discriminating against me because I wanted to inflate my sponsorship figures so that I can use the same team. We use one team every season, right? So we change tactics to the one team, and it's also a good exercise to see whether or not tactical familiarity plays a part. Nah. So this time around, we win Liverpool, and they're top of the table still after changing the tactics every single game. All right, so we've got where are we now? Home. The downloads, 83. Yeah, my eyes are giving me a bit of bother at the moment. I was swimming just now with my son, swimming lessons. While my son is swimming in the shallow end with the swimming instructors, gotta keep him company, right? That didn't look right, did it? Oh, it came in. Okay, I was on the deep end, looking at 5-year-olds doing diving off a 6-meter platform. I was like, 5-year-olds doing diving off a platform. That was impressive. Okay, so E. Once again, if your tactic is one of the best of the week, right? If it is a very good tactic, it goes into our Hall of Fame. It means that your tactic was so good, we didn't have to make any changes. It was very impressive. We got a couple of Hall of Fame tactics already this year. I think five Hall of Fame tactics from you guys. That was very impressive. Okay, year 2050 AI manager tactic. Now that's interesting. I just did AI manager. Who's supposed to be this AI manager? I don't know, man. DLF and support, winger on attack, box to box, AP and support. Wow. Okay, AP and support with the box. So both of them are going to move into this tier once you control the possession, right? So this is what always happens. I mean, this always happens. So something that you want to bear in mind when you're playing with this kind of systems. Yeah. Positional. Okay, if you guys don't understand positional play, I've got, you can exclamation mark positional play, or you can just look for the videos. I think I have them here somewhere. Did I put the positional play video here? Destiny playlist. No, no, no. Nope, I didn't. Okay. Note to self, do it in the future. Okay, I'll do it in the future. Okay, so we've got Robertson, we'll play him. We got Trent Alexander-Arnold, who apparently doesn't want to be he doesn't have enough legs in him to be a winger. So we'll just use, I guess we'll use Louis Diaz or Harvey Elliott. No, Harvey Elliott is not available. We'll stick some Dominic. Dominic Szoboszlai, we need him in the middle. Okay. Curtis Jones, I think, can play on the right. Let me see. Yeah, he can. He's got positional familiarity, right? He's competent, so he's not going to make that many mistakes. Okay, so you put him there. I mean, he's going to have to figure out to be a winger, man. 10 AI managers doing his tactic. Yeah, but the thing is that are you sure they have counter press on? Not a lot of AI managers. There aren't a lot of AI managers that actually have counter press on. Counter on. Counter press, a lot of them do, but not counter. Counter is not very common. I wouldn't assume that everything that the AI does has got counter on it. That's a common mistake. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. It's better to assume that they don't. Then it's easier to replicate their tactics. Because you notice sometimes they build up play quite well. They don't always. How do you tell? See, if every time they win the ball back from defense and the ball goes up within 3 or 4 seconds, right? You see the ball in front of your attackers, then they have counter on. Most of the time they don't. And also down to the fact that probably half the AI tactics are using balanced mentality. All right, here we go. Let's watch your tactics first 45 minutes. So Bayer Leverkusen are leading Liverpool by 1-0. Hey, this is a great time to find out your tactics. 5-2-2-1 is one of the best tactics in the game. Huh? Yeah, if you play the 5-2-2-1, if you set it up right, it's actually a very strong tactic. Yeah, don't assume every AI using counter. Not all of them. You have to try and observe when they win the ball back after you lose possession. First, you got to count 10 seconds to see counter press is on or not. Of course, you have the right speed. The second thing you want to look at is the next thing you want to do is, of course, check out counter attacks. You're deep in your own half. How often do they launch a counter? Do they always send the ball launch? Do they always launch it to the attacker? You're using an advanced watch, it should be quite easy to tell. Okay, wow. Great, man. You're using your channel points. Set piece merchant is quite fun. Huh? You guys always see, hey, this is them scoring set pieces, not me, man. Okay, look, well done. Okay, so far it looks pretty. 4-4-2 is a great tactic. Look at this AP and this box. Now they move up together. You see this? Yeah, he's slightly higher because he's got higher mentality. That's all. Yeah, the the AP role, right, has got a higher mentality than box to box. We have another set piece merchant and ready. Second goal from set piece. I don't know if my set pieces are making all your tactics look good. Yeah. But having said that, right? Script. Another one. But your tactic is quite good because your fullback is trying to beat the line all the time. You got a winger that's also running at the defender, so that's good. Quite a good setup. There we go. Nice looking attempt to break that down. You got to worry about the underlap here. Yeah, okay. They scored a goal. That was an underlap. Yeah, it's using an underlap on you. Yeah, sometimes you gotta pay it. I mean, like he checks his run, holds back, looks at the income. Yep, okay. But then he play a simple pass in. It was a good goal. What's got into a goal scoring position. Now it's 2-2. Not bad. I kind of like this. I do like your 4-4-2. Maybe a bit more aggression is needed. I think we need to add hard tackling, and we got to narrow the gap between the defensive line and the line engagement so that they don't see a lot of players are going 2-on-2. Yeah, so then it opens up the gaps. Your gaps are opening up too easily. Yeah, that's why. See this? Big no. Yeah, your gaps are opening up too easily. You see that? You gotta check your gaps. That's always fixable. That's very easy to fix. In fact, I never recommend going all out, no? Especially when you don't have a DM. If you don't have a DM, don't do that. So your tactic is good, but it's when you see like the parting of the Red Sea, right? You got a lot of parting of the Red Sea going on in your tactic. Yeah, whenever they're attacking the 2 or 3 players are making way. They're all chasing after the ball. So that's clearly a case of your pressing intensity is too high, the trigger press is too high. Then sometimes it's a combination of defensive line and line of engage. So these are three things in a spot in the game. Okay, so there's three things that you want to try and address. So okay, all right, let's try and address all three things at the same time. First up, let's drop this. This is actually not so bad. So we're gonna drop it all the way, halfway. All right, then we'll do that. Counter, okay, fine. You got AF, right? So that's okay, I guess. Then you got narrow. You're trying to play through the middle. That's fine. We'll dribble. We'll leave the dribble on. You got fullback on support winger. That's fine. What's he doing? Nothing. All right. So we'll ask this guy to hard tackle. We'll ask this guy to hard tackle. So they're the first line of defense. We would definitely want them to go in. And then we'll tell this guy to hard tackle. And we'll tell him to mark tight as well. And this guy to tackle and mark tight. Okay, so these guys are gonna put a lot of pressure. What we can also do just for these guys is tell them we want you to always run around. Okay. So we get these two guys to do the close arm more. Right. So they do the close arm more. These two will be left alone. So they don't fall for that. And we can get this guy to close arm more as well. All right, so we've done that. So all these three guys are going to do that. Okay, now we got the two BPDs. Dribble more. Okay, fine. Fullback, done. Okay, all right, let's go. We'll keep the same 11. And then we will play without pressure. We'll tell him play without pressure. See what that does. Actually, that's when you're on a bad run. And then you haven't been shooting you basically haven't been hitting, putting the ball into the back of the net. Fullback support, change to IFB, don't really need to. I'll be chasing the game as well, so I don't want to change to that. You can play IFB if you want, yeah, but then if you do the IFB, then he might not come up. You see, now it's quite higher in support. And we got equalizer, see, so simple. That's not difficult, no. First thing we did, what was the one thing that we did straight away? You see, the important thing to realize, you made a tactical change, right? The tactical change was simply to your pressing intensity. And then we added hard tackling, right? Immediately, the first highlight is a goal. That tells you that the script has been changed. You definitely got something going, right? So you definitely got... And then also our team talk was, you can play without pressure, dude. Seriously, go out there, have fun. Okay? That is actually a good team talk. No, it's not a bad team talk. A lot of people assume... that, oh, you can't say that. No. I mean, if your team is good, he's been playing well, and it's like, for example, hitting the, it's just, basically screwing up, like hitting the woodwork a couple of times, right in front of goal, missing clear-cut chances. Yeah, go in and tell them what you need to tell them. Yeah. So, yeah, I always recommend doing that. Okay, these two are super tired. So this is definitely a priority change. So we got to put McAllister here. This guy is a bit of an issue because we don't really have somebody who can play in that position. Maybe maybe him. Okay. I mean, okay, we'll do it this way. All right. Curtis Jones, you put Harvey Elliott here. I think Harvey Elliott is injured. No, never mind. We'll find out. We'll find out soon enough. Okay. All right. So we're on 3-3. Let's see if I took off any shot for this. Okay. All right. Not too bad. Okay. We should have done after scoring the goal, right? I should have done the pre-shot. Now, oh my goodness, that was a good goal. Again, the players just went in. How did this happen? 1, 2, he stepped out. It's not tackle hard. It's a high mentality. This Konate just gave way. Yeah, Konate is not having a good game. That was berate. That's a defensive error. 100% that's your defensive error. So I berated the team. Yeah, I'm going to change this role. I don't like the AP. Okay. BPD with dribble more, I'm going to remove. I'm going to remove this as well. Alright. Higher tempo player defense. We're going to go mix passing. Dribble less. Ball moves faster than player. I don't think we have many options now. Okay, come on. See, you got no defend duty, right? So they're moving right through these two roles. I don't really like the AP BBM combination. There are two, both of them are roaming and they'll both be out of position. So what we're going to do is I'm going to remove this role. I'm going to go CM on attack. Keep him in the center. I'm going to turn this guy into a DLP on support. Okay. One is going to hold his position. The other is might take a bit more risks. Good save. And the last thing is we're going to go attacking. That was a poor defensive error from our team. Game over for us. Game over. Yeah. I don't think you should be using AP box-to-box midfielder combination. I just don't think that this is a better combination. Or as a DLP and box-to-box. At least you got one whole position. Just because if they're beating you a lot with this tactic, it means that you're not attacking the middle. And they probably don't have this tempo is probably too high. It's probably this. Your tempo is too high. You gotta lower your tempo. The tempo of this tactic was way too high. Because you got too many support. You got quite a few support duties. Not enough attack duties to support a high tempo tactic. So I think that if you wanted to play this, you gotta drop the tempo. You gotta go mixed. Okay. I don't really recommend counter. Okay. Secondly, this is definitely a major no-no, right? Okay, then I'll probably play this guy as a deep line playmaker on support, and then this can be a box-to-box. Yeah, supported by this guy holds his position. This guy could be an inverted fullback on defense as well, but this is definitely a lot better. And then you can just remove dribble more from both these roles. Yeah, that would have been a lot more better, a lot more solid. Well, the other formation is too easy to rip you through the middle. Okay. All right, there goes our European run. We're out of Europe. So let's hope we can win the title. Okay. Next tactic. We got Dulwich. Okay, we got 4-2-3-1, DM. Hey, wait, hold on a minute. Wasn't this yesterday? Did I do this yesterday, Dulwich? Let me go to the Dropbox folder. England Crowder, wasn't this yesterday? Deleted files. Lap Dance Classic, Dale Wellen. Foxes, deleted yesterday. Dulwich. Yeah, no, wasn't. Yeah, so it wasn't deleted yesterday. Done yesterday, right? I could have sworn I did this yesterday. Yeah. So we go to the next one. I'm pretty certain we did it yesterday. Okay. All right, let's go to BYT. Oh no. So Foxes we did. Foxes, this is a new version, I think. Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely a new version. Complete forward. Yeah, this is a new version. All right. Okay, we got Liverpool playing Southampton. Team selection. We quick pick again. See, we left it to the S-man. Huh? This training is all S-man training. We're not touching the training. And you can. One of the reasons why I did it like this to reinforce my point that you never, ever, ever in a million years ask the S-man to do training. Never, ever, 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 ever ask the S-man to do training. Okay. You're going to regret it, I tell you. And we've been regretting it. Huh? You always handle training yourself because players are never fit. The players are never fit, man, for matches. They're always like three-quarter. You go look at my Destiny stream and tell me how many times you see my players not fit for games. And I've got a much more intensive training schedule. And I have like 3 games a week as well. Yeah. And my players are always fit for the matches. No, you cannot use the S-Man's schedule. The S-Man's preseason is not good enough. See, the problem with the S-Man, leaving it with the S-Man, is his preseason is too light. So it doesn't develop your players' ability to withstand fatigue. Yeah. Because the preseason is when you... Okay, all right, let's think about this. Okay, treat fatigue. Okay, treat your players' ability to fatigue like a tank of water. Okay? Imagine a tank of water. Now, in order for your players to combat fatigue, they need lots of water in that tank to be full. So it has to be full before the season starts so that they can withstand fatigue for longer duration in the season, so they can last for 38 games, all right, without needing too much rest. Now, if your preseason is left to the S-Man, it's usually too light. When that happens, that tank is only filled halfway. So there's a lot of room for water. But your players' ability to withstand fatigue is not going to last for very long. So eventually, during the December period, you're gonna get your first few indications that your players need rest. So my advice is, at least if you want to leave it to the S-Man, control preseason yourself. Right? You can definitely add 1 or 2 sessions. That's what you do. So that's my advice. Okay, so coming back to this, the tactic we're looking at the 4-4-2. The 4-4-2, I know his tactic hasn't been that bad, no? So it's been quite decent so far, his tactics. Now, I see a shot from range. Pass into space, work ball into box, fairly narrow, out of possession, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, step out more. Everything I see here is standard fare, right? Nothing wrong with this. Let's look at the role. Poacher, Diego Jota, no passing options. That's why he took the shot. That's why he took the shot. He had no passing options. I don't particularly like this. Yeah. DMD, I don't like it. I don't think you should do a defend duty with another defend duty and hope that this guy is the sole proprietor of passes and crosses in your tactic. All you got to do is turn this into a support, and your tactic has got a double pivot that moves up the pitch. Right now, he's going to have a static here. He's going to hold. And as it goes up, that's about as far as he goes, right? It goes from, okay, all right. He's playing quite well, actually. The defend duty, which is surprising me. I normally like to put him on support, but he's like holding, he's going up the pitch, man. Yeah, so far so good. I might try this with Gloucester. Gloucester is also playing a 4-2-4 in my long-term save. We just got hammered by Luton in the FA Cup, and Luton are a league above us. We didn't stand much of a chance against Luton. We lost 3-1 to them away from home. Quite disappointed because we took the lead, but they've got better players and they were able to last the distance. I had 11 players who couldn't last the distance. So we got the first goal because the goalkeeper kicked the ball really long, landed in my target man's head, and he just knocked it on and we scored a goal. We couldn't do that. We couldn't repeat it another 2 times in the game, although I tried. But I don't think begging at pixels really does the thing in Football Manager. Gravenberch is gone. That's it. Yeah, that's it, man. Okay, so we're down a man. What do I do? Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna turn this guy into inverter fullback on defense as well. Libero to come up. Yeah, I think we can do that. He can be a deep line playmaker on support. He hold his position. We'll just use you as a wing, inverted wing on support, so he gets in. And then we get these guys trying to feed the guys in front. We'll get them to sit narrow. I'm just responding to the fact that we're a goal down. That's all. Yeah. We get him to sit narrower, so they come in here and they try to play the pass through to them. Now we'll tell him to be an advanced forward. So I'm just responding to going a goal down, right? So Libero come up, we get a 3-man defense. This guy should really be a ball-playing defender this time. And go 1, 2, hold, shake, counter, press, dribble, as we'll point towards. Focus play down the left and the right. No, you don't need to. Yeah, you don't need to. Yeah, don't. Focus play is not necessary, you know. I mean, you can, but We got only one midfielder. Who's gonna be the other? Because whenever you play focus play, right, it's like the two central midfielders. Yeah. You do it when you have two central midfielders or two midfielders or three midfielders, right? So you have a few midfielders that can move to one side of the focus. When you have one midfielder, focus play is like, okay, show cause. Give me 10 good reasons why you're using it for one fella. You think I split it 3 ways, is it? Oh, okay. That's why you don't use focus play. You never use focus play when there's less than one midfielder or less. So what we've done is we've gone to a very simple. Basically, we're going to a 3-2 config. 3-2, and then these two guys are going to be inverting this way, right? So this is a complete forward, right? So he's going to roam, and then he's going to, hopefully, we're going to release the advance forward. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, we got a second. 10-man Liverpool in the first half have got a 2-goal lead. I think it's quite. The reason why I think it's working is because it's a 3-2 config. Yeah. So sometimes, you might concede a goal, but it's a 3-2 config. I really have bad luck. No, 4-4-2 is not a question of luck, it's a question of knowledge. If you're not having a lot of luck with a 4-4-2, it's because your understanding of roles and duties and team instructions is not good enough. So if you can do a 4-4-2, that means you don't need any, like, you're there already. Tactically, you're there. You're a guru. You're your own master already. You can play any formation after that. You can also recreate any formation. That's why I always tell people, if you're going to be good at this game, be good at playing the 4-4-2. Then you find it so easy. Especially if, I'm not talking about making one good 4-4-2, no. I'm talking about being able to look at a 4-4-2 and go, okay, I'm going to change this. And like what just happened to us, right, in this tactic. We playing a 4-2-4, which is just a variation of 4-4-2. So the moment I went down a man, I went, okay, I'm going to do a 3-2 config, something like how I would play a 4-4-2, but I'm going to play it like a 4-3-2, right? So I'm missing one midfielder. That's all. So now we got to worry about who is going to be tired. Okay, Curtis Jones does well. Jota was too slow. That was a good idea. Jota had to run down the channel. Jones and Diaz are trying to feed him. It's working. The back line is doing a good job. We just have to make sure that we don't concede. That's all. Good catch. Gather from Allison. Okay. I think we're going to have to think about... I'm not worried about the guy in the middle. I'm thinking of whether or not we need to freshen up the legs in attack. That way we can put more pressure on the opposition. So don't take it as like, oh no, I'm not good enough at Football Manager because I can't make a 4-4. Take it as a challenge, man. For the guys I've helped, like personally help them with the game, right? And now they don't even, they don't need my help anymore. Most of them don't need my help anymore. All of them became good at making the 4-4-2. The ones that didn't need my help, no. Those who didn't master the 4-4-2 are still struggling to this day. But those who mastered the 4-4-2, they don't need my help anymore. They're all damn good at the game. Yeah. All right. Okay, so we're going to have to bring on McAllister. Not turn him into a defend duty. He doesn't have to move up anymore. And then we'll get this guy to be a defend duty as well. That's 2. All right. Now we got Diaz. We're going to have to get Cody Gakpo to come here. And then we'll get Andy to come here. And then we get Dominic to come here. All right. Hopefully this works. Hopefully this works. It's still 10 men. Huh? We've been 10 men for the better part of this whole game. Because some joker decided to get himself sent off in the 33rd minute. All right. We only have to worry about Alexander-Arnold now. Okay, we have to worry about Salah now. Okay, that's not fun. That means we're going to bring on, I don't know, who do we play in attack? Connor Bradley. Wataru Endo. Who the heck goes into attack, man? Okay, Wataru Endo come. Dominic. Okay. Wataru Endo. Dominic. Okay, all right, that's it. I got a better idea. Dominic Soboslai. Alexander-Arnold. Okay. Oh, weird group of players now playing in attack. Now we got too many players out of position. We're going to concede a goal. Yeah, we're going to eventually. Too many players out of position now, right? I mean, he's not an inverted winger. He's more like a right winger. But I want to use the inverted winger role because they will come. Oh, okay. Enough said. Enough said. Oh my God, they played the ball back to us. Talk about charity, man. Stevens played the pass to him. Oh my goodness. Diogo Jota had to, even had time to gather himself to take a shot at goal. Okay. I guess our 10 men have done the job. McAllister with the free kick. And goes back to Andy. He's going to find Matip. McAllister, Endo out wide. Keeps the ball. Matip goes back. They got passing options. They just have to find a free player. That's it. Yeah. And then he holds up the ball and plays a long one. There you go. That's a beautiful thing about complete forwards. Complete forwards are like quasi role. They can be like a target man as well. Yeah. Oh, Virgil, why is he still running so hard? Conte with Napoli will be fun. I don't know. Is it official? I heard Napoli, there might be a chance that Conte is coming back, right? I also read the same thing. Conte might be going to Napoli. I don't know if it's official though. Yeah. Oh, today is the decision day for Manchester United as well. The Ineos, they have an auditor, right, to audit Eric Ten Hag's performances. And apparently the auditor said, the auditor's report, right, mentioned that the recommendation was to terminate his contract. Terminate Eric Ten Hag's contract with Manchester United. So officially, the news might come today for all the Manchester United fans. Whether or not Eric Ten Hag, it's official. Ten Hag is good. Conte is going to be at Napoli. Oh my God. Napoli with Conte is so difficult for me to picture, no? Napoli has been such an attacking team for the last couple of seasons, right? Right. That for him to be a for them to play a different style of football. I mean, maybe Conte is gonna they all say that Mourinho will be playing a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3 or a 4-1-3-2. He's doing a 3-2 build out himself. Even Jose Mourinho would have been a good. I mean, for me, even Jose Mourinho is not a bad option because he's got some experience, right? But the moment I saw our boy, what's his name again? Vincent Kompany, right? Vincent Kompany is the main man now there. That's quite a surprise. Hey, wow, white playmaker, nice. Why didn't you give him sit narrows so this guy goes up, right? I think he can come in here. I think it's right sit narrows, right? Yeah. This reminds me of trying to do what was that? Manchester United, no? David Beckham. Yeah. This can work. This could look like it. Wingback, this guy's going to drive at defenses on his own. Something to bear in mind. If that's your goal, then fine. See, this is the thing about me and fullbacks and wingbacks. Okay? This is the thing about me. If I don't want this person... Okay, the thing is there's a better chance that you get higher cross completion with a fullback than a wingback. Right? Better cross completion. I'm not talking about cross completion from the role. I'm talking about cross completion in general. Because with a fullback, you get a player that's going to check his run, play back, and then either the fullback or the player who he passes it to are going to make the cross. One of them is going to make the cross. That's the reason why I'm such a big fan of the fullback. Darwin Núñez is almost on his way back, man. So let's give him additional focus and tell him to go to general rehab and then ask him why you bother getting on the bus. Because we don't need you, brother. Yeah, we need Virgil van Dijk. Okay, come. Why are you not playing? Why are you on a holiday? Gakpo and Diogo Jota. Burnley gonna appoint probably a former player. Nowadays most of the players are coming back. I think Robbie Fowler is due his moment, the sun. I mean, we've got all these guys coming back. Can you imagine Robbie Fowler as a player manager? Or a manager? No, he can't be a player. Guy is almost as big as me, man. His waistline has really exploded over the years. Yeah. Oh, another one that's got a waistline that's exploding is John Barnes. Yeah. But John Barnes is stocky. That's the thing about him. I think the one to look out for this season will be Vincent Kompany with Bayern Munich to see how they do. Okay. Then we've got Leicester's new manager. There's another one that we have to watch out for. Arne Slot over at Liverpool. And somebody just mentioned it to me. Four of the the top four sides, right? The top four sides in England, okay. The only one who's got hair on his head is Mikel Arteta. The rest all bald. Right? They're all baldy. They're all like, hey, they're all chrome, man. You got Pep Guardiola, you got Arne Slot, and then you've got Eric Ten Hag. Who I don't know, man. I don't think they have a plan. I don't think I don't think they're gonna make an announcement. I don't think there is somebody out there right now for them to replace him with. Bellamy. Wow, that's a move for Craig Bellamy. I remember. Hey, Craig Bellamy is actually a very liked football player. Very, very. He's got a lot of respect in. A lot of people have respect for Craig Bellamy, man. Conte has been nominated for. He's got a job at Napoli for 3 seasons, right? That'll be interesting. I think, for me, the main thing for me is going to be like, what about the other? For me, the main challenge is for the Premier League, right, this season. If you watch, one of the reasons why the owners of Manchester City are making so much noise, right? They want to sue the EPL. It's because I think they had this plan of spending 400 million this season or $500 million on getting new players. Because if you look at their squad, right, the majority of them, right, they have got to get players in. Man. They got no more Kevin. I mean, I doubt Kevin De Bruyne is going to be playing seriously this whole season. Or speaking of which, we should be taking a look at this tactic. I didn't, right? Terrible me. Wide playmaker, okay. I think what you need is a role on that side where probably wide playmakers kind of need somebody to run off them. And they need options in front of them to play the pass, right? So you got Jota, you got Cody Gakpo. So the wide playmakers do okay. But it's not playing very well, is he? I think it's because we don't have a support duty in front of him. Okay, so... And why are the fullbacks not getting to the ball first? That's a sign that your defensive line may not be very high. But if you make it even higher, then your DMs and your central defenders will get pulled out of position. So it's always a question of balance. Thing. Watch out for Potter. Graham Potter. Oh, Graham Potter is around. Yeah. My turn to play. We're talking about football. I'm not even paying attention to this. Okay, we're going to change this guy to fullback on attack. You notice how quickly I did that, right? Then we're going to do an underlap. Okay, no, overlap. Okay, let me think about this. This guy goes sit narrow. There's no point you being so wide because we got somebody who want him to run past you. Okay. Then we go stay wider, run wide with ball. Okay. We get him to go around the camel's ass. Okay. Then we'll get this guy to be taking more risks. Okay. All right. And then we get this guy to take fewer risks. Why? Because we got 2 attack duties here. I mean, you definitely want this guy moving up because of this role. Okay, got fullback on attack. We get him to run wide with ball, stay wider, run wide with ball. Okay, let's go. And then we will definitely go with pass into space and then dribble less again. Mid block. Yeah, mid block is fine. Then we go. Yeah, mid block is okay. All right, let's go. Graham Potter coming with the Brighton, possible because Brighton upgraded, right? That was their plan, right? When they asked Graham Potter to leave, it was an upgrade one. Hey, what about? Do y'all think that what's his name? The Newcastle manager will still have his job. What's his name? I cannot remember his name now. I mean, there are so many good articles about him, right? They were talking about him being what? A manager of the moment kind of thing, like he's the manager right now to he's got modern standards, that kind of thing. Yeah. Danny Howe. Yeah, they were talking about him being a modern manager, manager of the times, But I mean, honestly, has he done really well by Newcastle standards? I don't think so. I mean, I would have thought Newcastle fans, right, by now would have wanted a bit more from him. I don't expect Newcastle fans to be too thrilled, right? Okay, we're gonna play positive. Positive is not a very good mentality for low blocks or mid blocks. Because the passing is a bit short. So if you want to do like mid blocks or low blocks, it's either cautious or attacking. Just pick one of those two. Don't pick positive pick either cautious or attacking. I'm not a big fan of positive mentality for low blocks or mid blocks. Yeah. All my mid blocks have got balance or cautious. Yeah. Balance is also fine, but don't play positive. Positive, shorter passing. Yeah. Tremendous. So I put your passing to standard. Now see, now we're getting a bit more of those kind of balls that we need for our players in front. It's not a bad tactic, but you need to make a couple of tweaks to your passing. Yeah, so I felt that was lacking. Overall, the rolls are fine, but I still think that it's a bit too conservative. Yeah, it's quite conservative. So I would definitely go. I'm not a big fan of the wing back because there's nothing much the wing back can really do with this tactic unless you want him to dribble the ball. So I would go fullback or play a fullback on attack. Right, that's fine. Now, if you want to do something like that, then all you can do with this role is tell him to stay wider like this, or run wide with ball. That's good enough for a fullback. And then this guy can be told to sit narrow. Okay, so we've got ourselves a link up between these two. Now, these two roles, you want this guy to be going forward, so tell him to take more risks. Or you can also add this, but I don't think you need that. Taking more risks is fine. And then this guy can be taking fewer risks. Now you can also alternate, take fewer risks here, so he doesn't try any of those interesting passes. You want him to be with the wide playmaker, then you do it that way. Now this allows these guys to drop, and then when you do, what you do is this guy is dropping and this guy is going to hold up the ball, right? Because it's narrower. I also under the underlap. Why underlap? Because the widest player is going to hold out the ball looking for inside runs. The widest player in this case will be the fullback attack. He holds out the ball to the inverted winger, and this guy is dropping. There's definitely going to be inside runs happening here. Okay, there's lots of inside runs that can happen here. So this is another thing. And finally, I'm not a big fan of this for low blocks. So you want to go. There are only a few mentalities that really work well with the low block: cautious, balance, and attacking. These are three good mentalities you can use for low blocks. Positive, all your passing almost defaults to short. So you want to keep it like this. So notice how our passing was very short earlier, and we didn't get into any of these long searching balls. Yeah, that happened also because I didn't play pass into space. So yeah, the tactic isn't bad. It's not a bad tactic, but why don't you do it with fullbacks? Fullbacks will do TikTok passing. Whereas you get wingback, I think I better do a video on this soon, man. Do a couple of tactics, and then I'll show you the difference between a fullback and a wingback. Ultimately, you want higher cross conversion, you're gonna go with fullbacks, not with wingbacks. Wingbacks are only situational in certain tactics. Okay, the 5-2-1-2, whenever you have, I think what SI have done is they roll back, the clock. Because previously, when if you look at the definition of the wingback, the wingback was defined as the king of the flanks, right? In systems which don't have any other options down the wing, so you use a wingback, so he dribbles. So 4-1-3-2, 4-4-2 diamond, 5-3-2. Any system that doesn't have a winger, use wingback. Any system that has wingers, use fullback. That's it, simple. Keep it that way, and you're golden in this game. Now, you might even hear things like, why don't you, the roles are too far away. That's bollocks. Because as long as you got central midfielders, they'll pass the ball inside. That's it. Simple as. Okay. So next tactic. Okay. Let's see if we got any more on Discord first. File requests. Let's see if we got Discord tactics. We upload. What do we have? We have Volante is the main character. So we got this. Download this guy. This is the next tactic. Okay. Public. This is your tactics. So let's go to your tactics. We're opening a new window. So it's. How do you open a new window? Didn't even know. I thought we could open a new window, right? Okay. View page or at least the page. Where is open a new window? What happened to this stupid thing, man? Okay. How do I do that? Okay, open this up. View uploads. Open link in new window. That's the one. Oh shit. Okay, it's a new window. So we got all your tactics coming in. So we've got Amirul still using this link. You gotta use the other one, brother. This England Crowder also used to. Year 250 is this one. Matty, I use your tactic. Wait, this Discord, idiot. We're a muppet. Okay, so we've got, this was last week. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Download these tactics. Is you guys watching the stream right now. Thank you for saying the tactics. We'll have a look at all the tactics soon. All right, so we are now playing Everton. Oh my goodness, this is going to be fun. One of your tactics is playing against Everton. What have we got? What have we got? Oh, we're gonna use this tactic. Okay. Oh, not a big fan of this tactic. But this is when you use wingbacks, okay? Complete wingbacks or wingbacks. This is a tactic design. You have wingbacks. Okay, so we got DLP. This is a very safe tactic. CM going into the middle. We've got box to box. Okay, there are two roles that are going to be in the AM tier when you build out the ball. So there's going to be a lot of work for this DLP to do. All right, you can definitely add a focus plate on the left and the right, but not necessary because you've got enough roles to give you a natural focus at the wide center backs. Two, you got an underlap left and right, which is definitely going to influence a lot of the movement of the two wide center backs as well as these two roles, because the widest players are invariably going to be the wing backs. So they're holding out the ball here, looking for runs. So when you play underlaps with these kind of tactics, what you want to do is you want to pay attention to the underlap. So whenever he stops, checks his run, and he's looking for a pass, if you lose the pass, you got to be careful of your underlap. Your underlap might cost you games. So these are things that you want to bear in mind, right? So we're using underlaps. Andy Robertson is coming off. Oh, okay, so let's go. Okay, we're not going to pay attention to what the AI is doing. We're just going to pay attention to our roles and duties, right? All right, here we go. Okay, once again, for you guys on Discord, please use the Discord link. So I play the tactic. If you're using the link I put in the chat, I'll not be playing the tactic, right? So I'll be talking about the tactic instead. So the guys, if you're on Discord, use that link so I can clearly discern between the two groups. No sweeper keeper role. You don't need a sweeper keeper, the goalkeeper. There's no necessity to play the sweeper keeper role, right? Not all the time. Yeah. If you're a subscriber, then you have to make sure that your Twitch and your Discord has got your Twitch details on it. You just go to your connections on Discord, go to settings, right? There's a cogwheel at the bottom, right? So you got to, I can't do it here because mine is open. So you got to go to your Discord, right? And then you will see settings, right? Instead of, let me see if I've got another Discord open here. Yeah, it's a cogwheel called user settings, right? The bottom left side, user settings, go to that, click on that, and then click on connections. Yeah, it's under, you got app settings. Where is it? Where the heck? Oh, under user settings, you see the word connections? Go to connections, right? Because mine has got streamer mode. Okay, so you go to connections and then you will see your connections there. So add your connections there. I can't show it to you because mine is on streamer mode. You'll blank it out. You'll blank out everything, so I won't be able to tell you. So if a Discord is linked, then you go to the bring your tactics subfolder. You see the link right on top. Yeah, you see the link right on top. Let me just show you where the link is. So you go to bring your tactics. Okay, so you're going to bring your tactics, right? So if you come in here, you see the link up here, Dropbox. You click on this, it takes you straight to Dropbox. Yeah, it's right there. I can't post the bring it. They can't post the bring your tactics folder on the stream. Yeah, you have to go to that Discord. You have to look at it. Yeah, nobody's gonna be posting that link on Discord when I'm streaming. Yeah, because there are a lot of people who have signed up on Discord, right? Yeah. Oh man, Beto is squad. All right, so this is a set piece B rate. Yeah, this is B rate. Yeah, poor marking. Yeah, so you see this, like if you can see the goal from a set piece or that, you can't join Discord. You should be able to. Like I said, it will be there. Yeah, you're a subscriber, you will be in that Discord folder. It's not that you can't join Discord, it's automatic. Yeah. There's no such thing as it's automatic, brother. It's not like and I have no control of it, no. It's from Twitch. Yeah. And then otherwise you can use the other link, which is he popped up. That's the link for the Dropbox folder, the public one. Yeah. So you got that the link that Whiplash just linked you. That's the one that was earlier, but this is the one. This is the link, right? He put up. You can still pop. You can use that link. But if the tactic comes from Discord, I'll be playing it all the way. Yeah. That's the public Dropbox link, but not a Discord link. So far, okay. So we kind of berated our team, right? So straight away, that was a stupid goal to concede. Okay, so far, I mean, looking at the tactic, it looks okay. There's a lot of crossing in your tactic. This is probably wing-back based systems. There's going to be shitload of crosses. A lot of crossing in your tactic. There you go. This wing-back. So whenever you play a wing-back based tactic, right, and you're asking, I don't want to see so many crosses. You're going to get crosses using wing-backs. They don't have many options down the flank. See that? They can't pass the ball to anyone. No? So they will definitely cross the ball. So if you're using these kind of tactics, if you want to use these kind of tactics, then please make sure that you've got a top player in the box. Otherwise, it's kind of a waste. See, he goes up, he's got no options, he's going to play the ball like that. We're not going to get a lot of through balls from the center. You can try. I mean, no, it's not always going to happen. See, the ball goes wide. He's going to look for options, right? No options to pass the ball. He checks back, looks for options, can't find it. Luckily, at the edge, he got one. That was not bad. No, he managed to get one because these two guys got high up the pitch. Goes wide again, looks for options, doesn't have option, goes in, and goes out again, and he crossed the ball again. See that? So whenever you play a 5-3-2, even if you play a ball playing, you gotta play a ball playing defender in a fight. My advice is whenever you play two wide centre backs, play a ball playing defender between them. So you're gonna play a wide ball playing defender on cover now. A complete wing back is always gonna go down the flanks, right? But you're tackling other Mike Titus, so sometimes it might roam. DLP, DLF, pressing forward. Okay, basically you've done everything you possibly can do. Okay, I'm not gonna hit the early cross, dribble less. Let's go ball into box, let's go low cross. Let's go all the way to the byline as much as we can. Even though we're using a mid block. So I've not changed much. I just became even narrower. Because I'm now what I want to try and see the wingback do is look inside for the passes, which could be a big risk. Because he doesn't have many passing options, but I'm trying it anyway. No, I don't think it's wise, because I don't think so. I think it's suicide. Yeah. We can't do that. No. So we're gonna go back to fairly wide, we're gonna drop this, go to mixed crosses. Maybe we'll ball into box. Yeah. I think it's stupid. Because that wingback doesn't have many passing options unless I play Mazalas on each end. Immediately the highlight changes, right? See, every time Football Manager, the highlights are not random. I can tell you that for a fact. They're not random. Okay? If you make a change that does have an impact on your tactic, right? The next highlight should show it. Especially if you're playing on key or extended. On comprehensive, I'm sorry, can't tell you. It's all a lot of tactics. So see the team, but that's the other thing about this 5-3-2 tactics, right? They all get up the pitch. All right, so now pressing forward, I'm going to turn this into an advance forward and target forward on attack. Okay, let's not waste too much time. We're going to go to Mazzala on support, and then I'm going to play a Mazzala on attack. Now it's going to be very much a flank-based tactic. And then we're going to go roaming playmaker in the center. We're pushing up to the middle. Okay, well, we got a goal, but now I'm going to use a roaming playmaker in the middle. So I get this, so all three of them moving up the pitch. So you scored a goal from a corner. But this is based off the last changes to the tactic I made before this slot. Basically wingback based systems are all about crossing. They're all going to cross. You can't stop the cross. There's going to be a lot of crosses that are going to be attempted. Right, Mazzala's at least, there's going to be crosses too, but using complete wingbacks, right? And using the underlap, right? So there might be some inside runs happening. That's why I'm pushing the roaming playmaker up the pitch. They have an internal passing option as well. Yeah. So that way, at least we try to get the best of all the worlds. And plus, on top of that, if you look at this, our attacking is still not totally narrow, right? So we are quite wide now. So we're normal width. So at least that's okay. If I gone very narrow width and I done all this, then I might be asking for too much. I might be asking for trouble. So we've gone and turned we turned the match on his head. Okay. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to go all the way to the bottom. And I'm going to pass into space, see what that does. Yeah, we changed it. Now what we're gonna do is watch these three roles very carefully. Advanced. I actually like this more than the DLF and the AF. Why? Because now I got two strikers to aim for instead of one. Because you have to remember, you got 9 players defending, no, or 8 players defending. Right? You don't count a goalkeeper, right? So 8 players defending, right? So you got 8 players in your half. So you're waiting for how many players to show up in the opponent's third? Quite a lot, I mean, just to create goals, right? Here you got 2-on-2 situation already. See? So if the ball gets out of the pitch, we have a 2-on-2. So that's 1. Goes up, 2, 3. See how they work together? The Mazala helps them. But it wasn't a cross, right? So they're trying to get the ball inside with the target forward and advance forward. So now we're trying to rush the attacks. So this is something that you can try with your tactics. You can try this with your tactics. I would recommend this. I would recommend getting familiar with the roles. Like, what do they do? Like here, Mazala, yeah, is wing based, right? So you see a lot of support coming down. Okay, he goes back and he checks back, and then you might get the deep cross. That's why I got advanced for a target forward. So there's plenty of ways to skin this cat. Yeah, don't fall for the there's only one way to play the 5-3-2. Many ways to play the 5-3-2. Mazala is nice. You can even do Carrillo and Carrillo. Then when you play Carrillo and Carrillo, guarantee you there's gonna be a lot of crosses because the Carrillos are not very creative. So who are they gonna give the ball to? They're gonna give it to the wing back. Then goal. This one for later. Okay, we'll go to this tactic is called the hell. Okay, Volante. Hey, let me check this. Yeah, MCVW. Winger, tackle other, shadow striker, AP, Volante coming up. This is not a good role. Yeah. This is the wrong role for this position. Yeah. Okay, so fullback. But it could still work. I mean, dribble. We want players to break the tier, counter again. Counter press. Okay, fine. Prevent shot was a very front foot attacking tactic. I mean, looking at this guy goes in. This guy should really be an inverted winger. So he comes in here and he can feed these players while this guy goes around him. Volante is going to go up, form this. He'll push these 2 rows to the left. So every time the Volante comes out, these 2 go to the left. So you get a 4 in midfield and you get a 1. This is the reason why this role sometimes can be a problem. So he's not going to actually sit here. He's just going to be roaming. He's just going to be sitting around this position. So it creates a bit of a dilemma, which is the reason why this can actually be a libero coming into this position. So it gives you a 3-2. So this guy becomes an inverted fullback. This guy becomes an inverted fullback. Then you get a 3-2 build out, right? With these 2. Then you don't have to worry about this guy being overcommitted. Then you get a lot of nice build up down the right and you get goals here. So that's actually a much more balanced way of setting it up. Now, I'm not saying this won't work. It can still work quite well. Right? I'm saying that if you wanted a bit more balance, that's where you go from. How to adapt against some opposition? Always, for that tactic, for the 3-5-2, wow, it's not going to be easy for you to adapt because a lot of teams are going to be attacking you and you're going to have to play high up the pitch, higher mentality. Sometimes you're going to have to be playing with underlaps all the time. So I'm not a big fan of the 5-3-2. Yeah, not a big fan because you're going to struggle to win against some tactics. But it can be a solid defensive option. Yeah, I would try it, but you're going to be playing the same way. I would recommend just play target forward and advance forward so you can play that against all kinds of opposition instead of having to change it too much. Yeah, I would not recommend changing it too much. Yeah. Just leave it the way it is. Just change the 2 roles in front for your 5-3-2. If you want to play, if you find that you are up against a tactic that's playing, you want to get a lot of wing attacks, right? Yeah, I would still think that using a Mazala would be a safer out. Box to box central midfielder. Sometimes you're trying to get through the middle against double DMs. It might not really work. That's one of the reasons why I suggest playing target forward in front. Gives you the option to get a direct attack going. Not bad. We got a goal, but I think it's going to be offside. No, nope. See, again, right? It didn't depend on this. Didn't depend on your players, no? The wing backs. Notice, huh? It didn't depend on the wing backs. This is when you know you don't need you can sacrifice one of your defenders. Because the more important players are the Volante, winger, shadow striker, AM, and complete forward. That group is the one that's creating all the goals. You watch very carefully. This is how I know when a tactic can go a 3-2 build out. Again, same group of players. He doesn't need the wing backs. Doesn't need the wing backs. No. Because the fullback is not having any impact in the game. He's not doing anything. So why bother then? See, now you get this, right? It gets all over. Your defenders are like all over the place. So I would go, okay, inverted fullback, libero goes up, volant, just behind the volante, got 3-2. I can play the libero on defense. That means the DM and the libero are both defend duties, right? I get a 3-2 build out. Same build out, but I get 3-2. I sacrifice one player now. But what this does is it gives me a stronger push from the volante as he goes up. You see, that's why these two guys got yellow cards, right? So what this we turn this into libero. He's got a libero. We turn this to an inverted fullback on defense. And we turn this into the inverted. Let's see what happens, right? Okay. The tactic is on its own. There's nothing we need to do right now. Okay. Volante, get further forward. Okay, fine. Okay. This guy tackle is fine. Okay. But only joker is this one. You got a bloody card. We'll just leave it, like, you know. What's the worst that can happen? Konate is a libero. I think it's suicidal, but I don't think Konate is a very good libero. Not for Liverpool. Liberos in Liverpool, I would pick Virgil van Dijk or Joel Matip. These two can be liberos. Inverted wingback, I will avoid. Yeah, I probably wouldn't play inverted wingbacks because I get a 3-2 build out much more effectively like this. Then I leverage on ball playing defender. Inverted wingback, you go into the middle, that's it. Good luck to you. A lot of work. Yeah, I probably wouldn't use inverted wingbacks. No. Yeah, there's an IVB there. Shit. Sorry, inverted fullback. I just realized somebody keeps saying inverted wingback. And I saw Whiplash laughing. He knows how I feel about inverted wingbacks. Yeah, I know. You just saw me, right? Yeah, I hate inverted wingbacks. Yeah. I made a mistake. I thought it was inverted fullback. Yeah. I thought it was inverted fullback. I think I saw the smiley, whatever Whiplash put up. That's when I realized, oh shit, I have an inverted wingback there. Not with a volante. I mean, you can do an inverted wingback with a register. Yeah. That definitely you can do. That works. All right, that definitely works. You can do a register. Okay, let's do that, okay? All right, okay. Let's do that, okay? After this, we do a register. Okay, we play Arsenal. But you're winning. Well, I don't achieve things when you're winning. Yeah. Doom. What a hater. You see that? 3-2 build out. You got the ball playing defender right in the middle, no? And then you get this kind of goals. Look at that goal. Who won the ball? The ball playing defender. 3-2 build out is all you need in this game. All you need, no? Just do a 3-2 build out. Because it's universally agreed that 3 defenders are better than 2 defenders, right? But the problem has always been the last couple of years, the only way most teams did a 3 was by playing a back 5. Then Mr. Pep Guardiola came and he said, okay, fine, I'm going to have inverted wingbacks. That's when everyone started thinking 3-2 can do it in a different way. Then we had the inverted fullbacks. That's when it became really chic to play this. And a lot of teams are doing it, man, now. This is like one of the primo setups in football right now. Okay, so we got these 2 guys. I'll leave them there and let Endo run up the pitch. Kone sit back. All right, now register. Cannot. This guy's not register. Kone is on yellow. Damn it. Maybe the volante should be on a yellow. Yeah, okay. Put the volante there. We need somebody who can come back and defend. I just saw him. The DM was on a yellow card, so that's not going to help us. All right, so we got 3-0 up with your tactic. Yeah, good. This is a good one. Okay. But I don't think you should have... yeah, we consider one. The DM has got tackle harder. Don't need tackle harder on the DM. You don't need. Yeah. Every time you put tackle harder on a play, you know what it does? It makes it commit, no? Remember in school, your coach told you not to go in on a player. Have you ever played football and your coach shouts at you for tackling, going to the ground? Always tells you, stay on your feet, stay on your feet, stay on your feet. Don't go to the ground, right? Okay. Tackle harder tells you to go to the ground. Yeah, just think of it that way. All right. You don't need the guy in the middle to go to the ground. It's the first rule of football. You don't go to the ground in the middle unless you know he's doing a breakaway. You got no other person in the world can do it for you, that kind of thing. But other than that, never do it. Okay, so now we're gonna have to bring Joel Matip to play in Endo's position, which sounds like the dumbest thing in the world. Then we play these 2 guys here. And then we get Cody Gakpo to play for Dominic Soboslai. Okay. And then that should be the next great experiment. Okay, FM boy. Oh, Discord, right? Okay. All right. So I'll get it. All right, pick it up soon. So this is okay. Yeah. Leave it. Yeah, this is fine. Don't have to change it, man. Yeah. You see IFBs, right? So this is much better. Libero, Volante. You get a 3-2 build up. This guy can actually push up without worry. And you get much better tactical setup this way. So you still got a back four when you need to defend, right? But when you're in possession, you sacrifice the 4 for a 3. So these guys can go up. It becomes like a 4-2-3-1. Nice. Look at that, man. Nice. It's doing well. Arsenal are being taught a lesson in football at their home turf. There we go. Who needs 4 defenders? Yeah, so this is much better. Yeah, so I would recommend that. Yeah, okay, so next tactic. Okay, so this one, you just go inverted fullback, libero. And, I mean, you're close, lah. You know, I would have given this. Actually, this tactic would have been in the Hall of Fame. Like this. I'll put it in the Hall of Fame. But because I need to change 3 rows, you missed out on the Hall of Fame by this much. You came so close to being Hall of Fame, Kimpi. Almost you got into Hall of Fame. You were there, you were knocking on the door of Hall of Fame. This is quite interesting. Volante with this guy is a bit risky because you can't really play any other role here, right? You got no other options. DRP is moving forward. He's holding his position. The Volante goes up. This is another one of those, right? Where I'm going. Volante goes up. Who can help this guy out? See, this is where I would go inverted fullback here, fullback or wing back here, and inverted fullback, libero here, fullback here, inverted fullback here. And you get almost the same sensation, almost the same. You don't go to Hall of Shame like Kimpi. Oh, bloody. Too much, are you, Kimpi? Come on. Listen, you came all the way to the door of Hall of Fame. All the way to the door of Hall of Fame. Only thing was like, oh my God, you're so close. It's like marathon, right? You ran a marathon, right? And you finish the marathon. You finish, but you get a medal for participation, but you don't get into the rostrum. You just 4th. You finished 4th, brother. You just were so close to finish on the platform with all the medal winners. They were that close. You were that close. Okay, focus play, overlap right, overlap left. This guy is overlapping. This guy is coming. Volante is a bit risky, but it could work because But this, I've tried this in Football Manager. This offset is very dangerous. Yeah, that's the only problem with this offset. It's actually quite dangerous because you can end up conceding quite a few goals, and we'll find out against Manchester United. Okay, all right, this will be fun. All right, here we go. We have the big match right now between Manchester United and Liverpool. Let's see the gap here. You almost immediately see the gap. No? Yeah, I can see the gap in build out. When we defending also, I can see the gap. You have to look at the gap the moment you had the ball and after that when you lose the ball. This is where it becomes important. And then sometimes you go on key highlights, right? First couple of highlights belong to who? Okay, let's assume, right, the first 3 highlights belong to the opposition. I'm hoping that they show the next opposition. Let's see here. Or no highlights for us. Okay, no highlights. I'll give it a 30, 45 minutes. Okay, 30 minutes, no highlights, right? Okay, B-rate. I B-rate. No highlights from us. No highlights again. That's not good, man. See what I mean? Like, so far, it's just us having possession. Oh, now we got a highlight. Our highlight. Oh, that's interesting. After berating the team, trying to tell them, get your acts together. I want to see some football. Berate shout when you got no highlights. Now, demand more. We can't demand more. Okay, go to the dressing room, right? This is okay. I mean, they didn't. I'm not happy with your performance. Okay, starts again. Okay, now it's my turn. Okay, all right. So, okay, your tactic so far didn't do too badly. In terms of numbers, right, you got there, but you didn't create any goal scoring opportunities, right? So overlap. I know what you're trying to do here. Okay, we'll keep it. I mean, it's still... Okay, DLP on defense. That's the only difference right now. Okay? All right? So we keep him on defense duty. We don't ask him to go forward. I just changed it on defense duty. Remember, to qualify for Hall of Fame, right, I cannot make changes. Okay? I cannot make a single change. But this is also quite close. I think it could work if you just change the DLP on defense. Yeah. And I don't think you need overlaps on both sides, because then you got a problem creating goal scoring opportunities. So what we really want, you got overlap on the left. That's good. All right. Okay. Got overlap on the left. Okay. Dribble less, counter press. Actually, everything else we don't have to change. Hey, Slip Mali, how are you, man? Okay. All right. Goal. The only role we change your tie is DLP on defense. That's all. Just one. Because I think you need that player in the center that doesn't overrun the rest of the team. So he's around for the second ball. But he still gets into the area, you see? McAllister is still there, right? I was right. Not McAllister. Jones. We were worried about Jones, not McAllister. McAllister, shell striker is fine. It's this role I was worried about. Because this guy's going to keep going up and down. Okay, so we got... who else we got? Wataru Endo. Okay, come on. Volante or no? Can he be a volante? I don't know. Can you? I don't know. Let's go find out. Okay. This is going to be a hell of a way to find out whether Wataru Endo can be here. Okay, so far so good. Yeah. So totally dominating Manchester United. Oh my goodness, you're so close though. DLP. This is actually a good tactic. No, it doesn't have to be. It can be a CMD on defense as well. Yeah, but I like the idea of a DLP on defense. You know why? Because then you have a player who can play the long pass from the center. So you don't really just depend on the... You don't depend on the CM on defense alone, right? You can... The DLP on defense can also play a pass down the flanks because he's got a winger in this tactic. Nice. Look at that, man. Who comes up and scores the goal? Endo! Takes a shot from outside the area, takes a wicked deflection and goes in the volante. So this guy can just hold his position. He just went there, forced an own goal. Okay, there we go. Nice. So all we had to do was change one duty. That's it. And this tactic was just one duty away. I think one duty can. Okay, one duty goes, okay, the 3-time haul. Oh, hey, this is a good tactic, no? Yeah, okay. I mean, okay, it might be. It's not a bad tactic. But is it worthy of being Hall of Fame? Let me think. I mean, it's not bad. I think worth trying. Okay, do you want these guys? Okay, what do you guys think? Does this tactic? Okay. Basically, Kimpi's tactic was also quite good. So, do both tactics deserve to go into Hall of Fame? But Kimpi's needs 3 role changes. So we got 2 tactics potential. No? Both of these can be Hall of Fame tactics. Yeah, Kimpi Hall of Fame. Kimpi's tactic really destroyed. No? Okay. What about the other one? Okay, this is Kimpi's tactic, right? Too close to get a hat trick, right? Okay. So inverted fullback, okay, and libero goes Hall. This one immediately goes Hall of Fame. Okay, MC, we go to Hall of Fame. I think deserves to be there. It's actually a good tactic. Dropbox, FM24. What about the other tactic? I thought the other tactic wasn't bad. Yeah, wasn't bad. Hall of Fame. This is the Hall of Fame. Okay, what is it? MCVW, bloody hell. MCVW. They want those confusing tactics, no? You got like MCVW. Okay, I'll put it in the description. Big money. Big money. Okay, all right. This is your tactic. What about the other tactic? I thought the other tactic wasn't bad. Yeah, this is not bad. I mean, just had to be this role. Ni. But I think still, he needs to play a few more games and maybe one away match. He might still struggle because of this role, because it's an obvious gap here. But if this guy is good anticipation, because this is good synergy. These roles have a very good synergy. It's like you play the same duty when you play a volante. No, but it's close, it's close. Very close. Very, very close. But Rondo. FM boy, your tactic is here. Okay. Okay, E. Let's go. Target. Rondo, your tactic. Oh, 4-4-2. Nice. Hey, actually, not bad. Not bad. A very simple tactic. Yeah. Very simple, effective 4-4-2. We'll talk about the 5-2-1-2, okay? We won't be able to play it because there's no more games. We finished the season. Last game already. Last game. Okay, we'll talk about the tactic, Ashabalala. Then maybe play the tactic tomorrow. Okay? All right. Okay. Darwin Nunes. Okay, FA Cup final. Will this tactic from FM Boy work? This is going to be a challenge, man. So we all know FM Boy doesn't like PIs. Okay, he got no PIs, but this combination is quite good. Ball playing defender CD is okay. Fullback safe. This is actually a very safe tactic. There's like, it doesn't spit. I'm trying to create lots of goals with this tactic. It doesn't shout out that to me. Okay, but we'll see. Okay, yeah, it's not one of those like dominating 4-4-2. It's not like you got a lot of attack duties. You got like I've got like 2 roles on attack kind of thing. This is like one of those like, okay, we're gonna keep it simple. Playing a 4-4-2, ball winning midfielder, DLP. This is a very good combination. Because when you use a ball winning midfielder and a DLP, it's actually a front foot tactic. It's like saying I want to put a ball winning midfielder and I want him to do his job in the opposition half. When you play like a ball winning midfielder on defense, you're telling the guy to do all the work and midfield in your own half. There's a slight difference between a support and a defend duty because of how large their zone of influence is. And then a DLP is a duty that's a support duty as well. So both of these are quite anchored, which is quite nice. Yeah. So potentially you can be quite a solid combination. And he's got fullbacks on support, which is not a bad role. In fact, in my opinion, the best role I will ever use in a 4-4-2, I will never play wingbacks. I'll always play fullback or fullback attack or inverted fullback. But I'll never play wingback. No more. I stopped. FM24 is the death of the wingback for me. I don't use wingbacks in any system unless it is a back 5 or back 3 or second goal. Liverpool are rampant against Arsenal. Fullbacks. I told you, it's a simple, beautiful 4-4-2. This shows a clear understanding of how roles and duties are configured. Like no wingbacks, no stupidity. Okay, it's got fullbacks. They can play the down the line pass when they need to. They can play a simple pass when they need to. You got 2 roles that are going to try and win the ball high up the pitch. You got target forward and advance forward. Another very good combination. Look, this nice, lovely 4-4-2. I got Blake. FM boy, you're going to the Hall of Fame because this is one of the best designed, simple 4-4-2 tactics. It proves that you don't need to PI the living daylights of a tactic if you understand how different role and duty combinations work together. And using positive mentality. Now, positive mentality actually defaults to everything being slightly shorter. Okay? Passing lengths are shorter for positive mentality, as opposed to attacking. Attacking is a bit more direct. And it's brilliant. You play a 4-4-2 against an inverted wingback and inverted fullback setup. Great. The 2 wingers are going to have the time of their lives. Okay. A double RPM in a 4-4-2 is very risky. Very risky. Because if you put a libero and 2 RPMs are going to go up and come down. Libero is also going up. There's a lot of people going up, man. No, why this works really well is because your DLP and your ball winning midfielder are 2 very good combinations. One of the best combinations, in my opinion. Ball winning midfielder, DLP, ball winning midfielder, CM. These are the best combinations for a 4-4-2. So you're gonna take this guy and bring him on, and got Shimikas with Andy Robertson. My goodness, Andy Robertson coming off the bench. Times they are changing. Dominic Soboslai as a winger. Then we'll play Harvey Elliott as the winger. This is a bit much. Who's got aggression? This guy got aggression. Okay, we'll put Louis. We'll see what happens when we put Luis Diaz there. This could be the end of our 4-4-2. We're playing. I'm intentionally playing a play out of position. Yeah, intentionally. So it's 3. Okay. I would not play RPM, libero in a 4-4-2. CM, libero, yes. CM, ball winning midfielder behind him, a libero, definitely. 100% I'll do it. I will do it any day from Monday to Sunday. Okay? Why? DLP, the ball winning midfielder wins the ball high up the pitch, right? He's going to encourage, the libero is actually going to encourage him to do even higher. So basically, you got a libero on a DM. Your ball winning midfielder giving their DM a headache, which makes the 4-4-2 even stronger. So your 4-4-2 out the gate is actually very strong. It's actually very strong. I think I just changed one thing, right? I can't remember what I did. I might have. See how did they concede the goal? Oh yeah, I played the Luis Diaz. The ball was lost on the right flank where we have Luis Diaz, who is being played out of position in this slot. I wanted to see what this impact would do. How this would impact the tactic. It definitely impacts the tactic. So whenever you play a player who's not familiar with the position, out of position, you're bound to see mistakes happening. And he made a mistake in that position. Let me check if I'm really correct. Yeah, he's not familiar with this position. Ineffectual. So he's going to make mistakes. Even though the attributes tell us that he's quite, this guy isn't that bad, right? But yeah, it's not a wise move on my part to put him there. So let's try something else. Let's put him here. And then go and get somebody like Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones can play on the right. I think he can. Yeah, Curtis Jones can. So we take Curtis and tell him, you know what, this is the bloody FA Cup. Can you go there? We don't want Arsenal to score 3 or 4 goals. Okay. Now, I think what this will do is immediately the next highlight is ours. I was right. Yeah. And then we lose the ball. Don't you dare. Okay, now berate the team for falling asleep at the wheel. All right, now we take out Endo and we put in Manukone, and that should be enough for us. Because now our ball winning midfielder is we got fresh legs to win the ball here. So it will disrupt their ability to build up from these two players. So always remember, ball winning midfielder support is nightmare for the opposition if they want to build up from the back. Could a 4-4-2 turn into a 3-4-3 diamond? Quite a lot of work. Yeah. Not really, because you got a libero, then you got 2 holding midfielders, then you got 1. I don't think it can be done. It will look like a loose diamond, but not perfect. 4-4-2s can shift into a 3-1-6 or a 3-2-5 very easily. You have won nation's top league and competition. Yay. With Liverpool. Look at that, man. What an achievement straight away. See, on Liverpool do the double. We did a double with changing tactics every game. We won the league and we did a double. We thought playing a similar tactic the entire season. From the start of the season to the end of the season, we kept changing tactics. They play a different tactic in every single game. Look at this, guys. Right, friendly. Of course, this was the first couple of tactics you gave me all 4-2-3-1. So we had all 4-2. I think you guys are fascinated by the 4-2-3-1. Right, and then after we had different tactics, all the way. Yeah, we had a couple of 4-4-2s along the way for good measure, and you guys did it, man. You guys have won the title with Liverpool. Okay, all right. So now we save the game, because now we got to look at all the other tactics that have been submitted on the show. So that's the end of another season of Bring Your Tactics. We are going to go to a new club, new team very soon. And I think it's going to be Bologna based on the chat. You guys have decided Bologna. So next season for Bring Your Tactics, that means there's Bring Your Tactics tomorrow. We'll do Bring Your Tactics tomorrow. We are going to Bologna. So I have to go to set the team up tonight. And then we will holiday mode. Preseason, once again let the S-Man do preseason. You know what happens when the S-Man does preseason, right? Oh man, oh my God, the S-Man does preseason is terrible. No, it's absolutely terrible. I mean, we've had the S-Man doing preseason a couple of times, and every time the S-Man does preseason, we get what? But this time around, we did Bring Your Tactics. We won it with that team called Liverpool. So we won a title. We changed tactics every single game. And guess what? We won a title without keeping the same tactic twice. All the way, just hammering home this message that tactical familiarity means squat in Football Manager. So if you want to use tactical familiarity, don't worry about tactical familiarity. FTaxer, I'll have to try and put it into the public folder very soon. But for now, it's on Discord. But I'll try and move it to the public folder soon. There should be something in the public folder. I haven't checked yet. Because Bring Your Tactics, we have a few folders. So let me check. FM24. Meanwhile, guys, we're going to go raid our friends. Culture Left Foot, Dave. He's doing a stream at the moment. So we're going to check him out. FM24, public. I think there's a BYT folder there. There should be. I think sometimes, there is all. Yeah, there's one BYT folder there. Yeah, we got some tactics already in the BYT folder. But they're all there. There's some tactics there, but not all of them. Yeah. Not all of the Hall of Fame tactics are there. Some of the Hall of Fame tactics are there. Okay. So I'll tell everybody, it's in the public, just go and check the public folder where all the download the tactics, see BYT inside there as well. I just saw it. It's there. So you guys stay safe, take care of yourself. Say hi to Dave for me. Bye-bye.